Hello, my name is Eklinder Frick. I'm a researcher in the marketing field. I'm going to talk a little bit about negotiations. Traditionally, or in traditional negotiation literature, they see negotiations as a process of one person, they're talking to another person, they go in a room together, they start negotiation and they butt heads. And then at the end of that meeting, they have an agreement together, like a contract or some exchange has been agreed upon. So it's a process between two people that start at one end and then finish at the other. And that's all good and well, but to me, I think that needs to be put in a larger perspective, in a larger context. To me, that's not really how business looks like in reality. First of all, you cannot see any negotiation as something that's happened in a vacuum. Every negotiation affects and are in turn affected by other negotiations. So every aspect of a negotiation doesn't happen in just one room. That actually happens, have a contact in the larger network perspective. Within the IMP perspective, we always look at the network. One relationship between two people are always affected by their relationship to other people. And that's also actually the fact when it comes to negotiations. And usually within business negotiation literature, that is ignored pretty much. Also, that puts an emphasis on that there's a process that starts, it has a beginning, it has an end, and then it's different phases in between that beginning and an end. And to me, I also think that that's a very short-sighted perspective. Within the IMP perspective, we see it more as a long-term balancing act of doing business. You are in turn dependent on the people you do business with, and they are in turn dependent upon you. So when you have an interdependent relationship, that is something that goes on for quite a long time. It's not something that just start and then just end. You continuously evolve together when you're doing business. And this objective might change during the process of this involvement. And if you change to different context, you might have to re-evaluate your relationship at different points in time. And all this kind of balancing act of actually being dependent on each other, that cannot be captured in just one negotiation process that has a clear beginning and an end. It's a continuous process, not just one process in itself. And from my perspective, that is something that business negotiation needs to take into account. That it's more than one actor involved or two actors involved, and that it's a long process. Also, I think that negotiation processes or negotiation literature focus a lot on the economic value. That is how much money you can put in your pocket and what is actually being brought to the table in terms of monetary deals. But a lot of business is actually about having different resources that you combine together to create value. If you have something that is of gain to me, I might need your knowledge, I might need your facilities, I might need services from you. That goes beyond just money that you can put in your pocket. That is a different kind of value that is not captured when you just look at the final figure at the end of the contract that you sign. It's a different kind of value that is not being captured in most business literature. I think those kind of more social and technical values need to be captured in most negotiation literature, and today it is definitely not. So that is what I like to add to the discussion about business negotiations. Thank you very much.